Hey, Forrest here. Nothing like getting paid. And with ICCU's mobile app, I can deposit checks or accept Zelle payments so the money hits my account fast. I just wish there was an app for mowing the rest of these lawns.
Right now, Lithia Ford of Boise is buying used vehicles. How much you want for the SUV?
I don't know.
Well, Lithia Ford will give you more than that.
How much more?
More than you think.
I'm not thinking anything.
I'm thinking you might get even more than that. See how much more you can get at Lithia Ford of Boise.
When it comes to concrete, we've got you covered. RowPaint.com offers custom concrete coating services for your garage, business, warehouse, and more. And we do it in one day. We are your complete concrete coatings solution.
It's time for the Lithia Ford of Boise Postgame Show from Bronco Nation News. We're breaking down the game with highlights, interviews, analysis, and most importantly, you. Give your thoughts on the game in the YouTube chat or Facebook comments, and we'll include the best ones on the show. Check out LithiaFordBoise.com to view their full inventory of vehicles, or check them out at 8853 West Fairview in Boise. Now let's head out and join BJ Rains for the Lithia Ford of Boise Post-Game Show from Bronco Nation News.
Hey, how we doing, Boise State fans? Let me know. Make sure you can hear okay. We are coming to you from ExtraMile Arena after a 75-63 win for Boise State. The Broncos winning by 12, but failing to cover the spread by a half a point. 11-0 late run for Wyoming made the score look a little closer, and that might be on bad beats at some point because Boise State was up by 23 points with like 2:20 to go. And then next thing you know, it becomes a 12-point game, and the 12.5-point spread does not cover the spread for Boise State. So if you were on Boise State minus 12.5 or minus 13, man, my apologies to you because that was one tough break. But in the end, Boise State gets the win, which was the most important thing, obviously, and the Broncos had that week off and obviously looked a lot, more rejuvenated. I thought, Marcus Shaver Jr., I thought he was very impressive. And by the way, Marcus Shaver Jr. is out here on the court right now, still going through shots. You got 4 Boise State players. You got Sada Nganga, Burke Smith, Mo Silla, and Marcus Shaver Jr. is out here getting shots up after he scored 17 points tonight. Pretty impressive that these guys are on a Saturday night coming out here and wanting to get more work in. So, Marcus Shaver Jr. working on his 3-pointers out here with a manager putting up shots, pretty impressive. But again, final score was 63 for Wyoming, 75 for Boise State. And again, the Broncos now improved to 19-6 overall, and now 9-3 in Mountain West play. We'll see if Ken Palm has updated yet to this point. It has, and Boise State did not move. They stay at number 29 after the win over Wyoming. But again, Boise State 19-6, 9-3 in league play. You look at the Mountain West standings now. Boise State half a game behind Nevada for second place, essentially tied in the loss column with 3 losses. And then San Diego State, which took care of business against UNLV today, is 11-2. In the conference. So overall, as I mentioned, you get Marcus Shaver Jr. back tonight. I thought he was huge. I thought getting him back, and he looked like he was healthy, and he had 17 points. He had 3 of 6 from downtown, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in 31 minutes. I thought Marcus Shaver Jr. was very impressive. Tyson Degenhart, 20 points, and he did that on 9 of 11 shooting. He was 2 for 2 from downtown, also had 5 rebounds in 32 minutes. So 20 points for Degenhart, 17 for Shaver, and 18 for Najee Smith, 18 and 10. Najee Smith, 18 points, 10 rebounds. So he was 7-11 from the field. So another big game from Najee Smith. He had a couple really nice dunks. One dunk kind of behind the back I thought was really impressive. So shout out Najee Smith. I thought he was super impressive, and I was very impressed with what he did. We got Jeff Linder, the Wyoming coach. Get your comments in, get your questions in. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter show tonight. It's a Saturday night, and I imagine the viewership won't be great on a Saturday night, but it's not bad right now. But we got some highlights we want to show, and then we got some interviews with Jeff Linder, Leon Rice, and some others as well. We appreciate Jaden Finch, our Bronco Nation News intern, for getting us the highlights here. Najee Smith hitting the early three-pointer there. Marcus Shaver Jr. getting it down to Najee Smith, kicks it out to Chibuzo Abo. Look at the left-handed slam from Chibuzo Abo. That puts Boise State up early there. And then Marcus Shaver Jr., look at that up and under. That was such an impressive layup for Marcus Shaver Jr. That put Boise State up 9-5 at that point. And then Boise State now up 11. Marcus Shaver Jr. pulls back for three. They had 11, and that gives them 14. 14-7 the lead there for Boise State at that point. Max Rice with the air ball, but Tyson Degenhart right there to pick up the rebound. Boise State did a really nice job on the glass tonight. They dominated the rebounding margin 34-19, and Boise State, I think, had 12 offensive rebounds as well. So Max Rice, nice alley-oop attempt. Two guys went for the alley-oop, and then Najee Smith gets the dunk there. Another dunk for Najee Smith. Look at that with the hands. Smith, again, I thought he was super impressive on the interior. Again, 18-10 for Najee Smith. Here we are midway through the second half. Boise State's up 12, 55-43. Shaver with another step back there. Broncos up 15 at this point. Now up 13. Shaver kicks it out to Max Rice in the corner. He drills the three. Only 10 points tonight for Max Rice. Kind of a quiet 10 points, but I thought he was, did what he had to do tonight to help him win. Another offensive rebound here. Smith tips it to himself and scores. That put Boise State up 63-45. They're up 18. Najee Smith there puts Boise State up 22, 69-47 with 4 minutes to go. And again, they're up 19 here. Nice pass there to Degenhart. He scores. Boise State up 21 points at this point. They're up 22 here, 72-50 with 3 minutes to go. Max Rice drives, has a little scoop shot. Boise State leads by 24 points with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, and that'll do it. The 11-0 late run of Wyoming helps them cover the spread. But let's hear from Jeff Linder, the Wyoming coach. Jeff Linder talked after the game. I do want to remind folks that we are broadcasting from the Cutwater Spirits Mobile Studios on the road here at ExtraMile Arena. More than 30 flavors of pre-mixed premium cocktails. You can pick one up at your local gas station or grocery store. Highly recommend the Mai Tai or the lime margarita there. The strawberry margarita, not pictured, is also awesome. BNN15, use that promo code. Our title sponsor is rowpaint.com. There would be no Bronco Nation News without rowpaint.com, so we appreciate them, and let them help with some of your painting projects. They're offering 15% off for anybody that wants to use their painting services. Just use the promo code BNN15. BNN15 gets you 15% off at rowpaint.com. Lithia Ford of Boise wants to buy your used vehicle. That's right. You don't even have to buy a vehicle from them. They'll buy yours. So they will buy a used vehicle for you. So make sure you take it in there. If you're looking to get a cash offer on the spot from the appraiser, they'll do that for you. So they can just go see what your car's worth, and they'll make you a cash offer on the spot at Lithia Ford of Boise. And you can do what the Rains family did. There's our F-150. Couldn't be happier with it. And you can do the same at Lithia Ford of Boise. Idaho Central Credit Union, ICCU.com. Check them out. Your online mobile banking, it's so easy to use. I'm so happy we made the switch. You go in once to sign up for your account. You never have to go back in at ICCU.com. All the mobile banking is you can transfer money into your different accounts, all that stuff right there at ICCU.com. I mentioned for folks that jumped on late, you got like 4 Boise State players out here. Burke Smith, Sada Nganga, Mo Silla, and Marcus Shaver Jr. still out here playing one-on-one and working on their post moves and taking some shots out here. And this game's been over for like 45 minutes. So pretty cool sign in the culture for a guy like Sada Nganga, Mo Silla not playing much, Burke Smith. They're still out here taking turns, working on post moves and doing some things with these guys. So that was super impressive to see. And then you got Marcus Shaver Jr. still out here in his uniform, putting up 3-pointers and shots. So I thought that was wanted to make sure I mentioned that again. That's pretty cool to see those guys out here doing it. Let's hear from Jeff Linder, the Wyoming coach, after Boise State wins this one 75-63.
I'm really, really proud of our guys' response in the second half. I mean, you know, a team that's as good as they are, and especially at home, you can't, and you really see why they're a good team, and it has nothing to do with making or missing shots. there was a stretch right there in the first half where they got, we call them 50-50 balls, and they came up with 3 of those that really, I think, led to 6 to 8 points. And I thought that was kind of the momentum swing in the first half, where now you're maybe down 5, and then they make a couple shots, and you're down 10 as opposed to down 10, and now you're down 15. And I thought, those plays, that's what Najee, Degenhart, that's why they're a good team. And for our guys, especially our younger guys, to understand that, knowing that, yeah, we played hard, but there's a different level of playing hard that in order to compete at the highest level, that's what you need to have. And it's hard when you don't have some of the guys that you don't have, in terms of where Graham Ike, he comes up with 12 rebounds in that game, but that's the reality of we don't have them. But I thought the guys we did have, I thought they really battled. The guys in the second half without Maldo, I thought, to get us back, into the game, and it was good for those guys to kind of feel that. I thought Caden Powell did a really good job there in that stretch, but give them credit. They're a good team. They know how to win. And so now we'll just get back and get ready for New Mexico.
What will Powell and Nate learn from this? Najee and those guys have been in the weight room a long time.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that when you play against the UNLV, you play against a Boise, you can sit there and practice. When he's not going against Graham Ike in practice, that's the beauty when Graham's there, is that he's going up against, one of the best post players in the country every day. And when he's not there and you can't practice because you don't have enough bodies, well, you need live reps. There's only so much practice and individual work that you can do, but you got to feel the athleticism, you got to feel the size. And I thought Caden made a big jump from the UNLV game to this game in terms of, when he got those passes in the window, that he didn't panic. And I was really proud of the play he made. I have as much respect for Degenhart and Najee as any coach in the league, and for him to go get those 2 offensive rebounds and go right back and attack those guys. I think that's a big play for him moving forward.
Was it, are you kidding me, a moment again when Maldo went out?
Yeah, that's probably chapter 38. We'll see. I'm not quite sure what the extent of it is, but he really was playing with one arm there in the second half, and that's credit to him. He could have sat it out, but we'll find out more here in the next couple days.
They didn't have Shaver, obviously, against San Diego State. He was back and looked pretty good. How much of a difference does he make?
Yeah, he's been, 5-6 years, and, being the primary ball handler, and you're playing a team like San Diego State who can get up and pressure you and can just keep putting bodies. That's really tough to play those guys without him. And, when he's there, it's just a little bit different deal. He just puts so much pressure, even without the ball, just the gravity that he creates away from the ball. And so, I was kind of hoping that maybe he didn't play, but we expected him to play.
Looked like Winslow had more jump in his step tonight.
Yeah, I think for him it's just a matter of getting the guy that he sets the tone from the top, and he just does. They've just as a whole. Just the program as a whole, and then as you have success, you can continue to recruit those type of guys that allow you to do that are a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, more athletic. Back in 2010 to 12, 13, you were getting guys that were 6'5", 6'6", and now you can get the guys that are 6'7", 6'8", and now you can get in on transfers. And Boise's, in those 10 or 12 years, we got here in 2010. Boise's come a long ways as a city, and it's a place when kids come here, there's a lot of wow to them.
The balance they have, I know they don't have much off the bench, but they're 5 starters.
Yeah.
Any one of those guys could go for 20. Is that hard to defend?
Yeah, it's just that's the beauty of basketball, not football. Football, you need 22 guys and a lot more after that. In basketball, really, you got 5 guys and 5 guys that are tough and can play at the have the level of discipline and effort that it requires to win games for 40+ minutes. And that's why I kept telling my guys, even though some of my guys, younger guys, haven't had those minutes to kind of develop that stamina, it was like, hey man, they're not playing, they're playing the same amount of guys as we are. And so that's good for Caden Powell to see Najee Smith over the course of, I don't know how many minutes he played tonight, but he doesn't get tired. Or if he does get tired, he knows when to kind of when to take maybe a little bit of a break. But and so I think for them to feel that was good.
How much do you?
Well, there he is, Jeff Linder. We'll get you the full Jeff Linder video. He had more comments about Boise State and about where they rank in the Mountain West and stuff. We'll get that up on our YouTube channel, so check our YouTube channel later for that. Let's hear from Najee Smith, Marcus Shaver Jr. first. Want to remind you, if you're looking for a new job, Transportation Compliance Service can help you get into the trucking industry. Quick phone call, 866-813-7620. Check them out online, transcomservice.com. They can help you with all the permits and things you need to get out there towing that first load in no time, whether it's the Amazon truck in your neighborhood or the big rig you see on your screen. education. Let TCS help you find a new future. The Boise Dentistry Co., if you're looking for a new dentist, how about Dr. Meinert and his staff? 5 locations across the Treasure Valley. They do a tremendous job, full family dentistry. My family is so happy we made the switch. Those are my kids on the screen there. So BoiseDentistryCo.com for more information. Find a location near you. If you own a business, and we got a lot of business owners on here, United Commercial Insurance. They do business insurance, and they can write policies in 44 states around the country. So check them out. 44 states around the country, business insurance policies, United Commercial Insurance. They make business insurance easy at United Commercial Insurance. They're trying to bulk up their accounts in the Treasure Valley. So if you're a business owner, help out a local company that supports the community, United Commercial Insurance. And Ridley's Family Market, shopridleys.com. They got that new app. Go download their new app, the Ridley's app. It's a great app. I love using it at the CUNA location. You get some huge savings, up to 40% off, I think, in some areas when you download the Ridley's app. So they got 13 Idaho locations, so there's bound to be one near you. And if you go download that Ridley's app, you get some exclusive savings. So do that in your phone app store. And again, find a location near you at shopridleys.com. Najee Smith, as well as Marcus Shaver Jr., they met with the media after the game. Let's hear from them.
Had a ton of swagger in there.
Oh, it was tough. Everyone's kind of been waiting for our moment to prove on a larger scale that we've been working hard all season, that we deserve a lot more than people have kind of been looking at. So we're just trying to earn our respect right now.
This game, you had a couple of just kind of energizing plays, some nice dunks and stuff. To get that going early and stuff, I mean, how fun was it?
It's always great, when you start the game off with a lot of energy, and thankfully I hit my first 3, it definitely helps the flow of the game, definitely keeps all of our guys into it, and it just helps our home fans. Like, I love getting them into the game.
I'm pretty sure that you had one dunk that was actually backwards. Could you explain the logistics of that one?
That's funny. I've always just been so tall and long and awkward that just being anywhere around the basket, I just kind of jump up and dunk it, even at weird angles. So I've always just kind of been part of my game. So I'm just happy that's finally showing through.
What was it like to have Trey back on the court with you guys tonight?
Oh, it feels amazing. It's hard missing such a big piece, someone who's been here with us for 3 years now, that knows the system and that knows how to run the team. That's definitely tough, but it's good to have him back.
After that putback dunk in the first half, I mean, you had almost like a dance thing going on. How did that feel, and how did that kind of get you going?
It feels good, but I got to remember sometimes I'm still in the game and stay locked into our mission.
Shave looked healthy tonight, and he looked like Marcus Shaver Jr. Did you have any reservations that, well, if we got Shave at 70 or 80%, it might be a little different, like you guys might have to pick up some extra slack? I didn't see any of that, man.
Shave at 100% dunking a few of those, so we'll see.
You guys had a rebounding disparity. Well, I guess it wasn't a disparity for you. It was a disparity for Wyoming, 34-19. Why do you think it was so significant this time around?
We definitely was something coming in here that we were focusing on. We definitely wanted to impose our size and our physical will on them, so we tried to do that the best we could.
Marcus, what was it like just to get back out there?
I felt good. I'm still not 100%, but it's just good to be with the guys, being able to help contribute as much as I can. So, yeah.
Marcus, when you got going on that 7 consecutive points, starting with that really difficult layup, I mean, what did that do for your confidence to kind of get rolling?
Oh yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, it definitely helped my confidence. Once you see the ball going, I mean, the basket just gets bigger and bigger. So, yeah.
You know that Najee gives us some good laughs and some good antics after certain points. How does he energize you guys?
I mean, just being around us. We know Naj is gonna be Naj. He does crazy things. He's just always happy-go-lucky guy, type of guy, and just always dancing, man. You could just, as soon as he walks in the room, you just feel the energy change, and everybody, he just puts a smile on your face.
Well, you heard he says he's not 100% yet, but he's good enough to be out there and help the team. And so, again, there's much more to that interview. We'll get that up on the YouTube channel, so you can go check out our YouTube channel later. We'll have all the interviews up there. As I mentioned, going to be a little bit of a shorter show tonight. Got some stuff going on, and it's a Saturday night, and I know you guys got more important stuff to do too. So I do want to hear from Leon Rice, though, the head coach at Boise State, but do first want to thank a couple of our sponsors, the Blue and Orange Store. Check them out. Free shipping, any order over $40 if you make it online at theblueandorangestore.com. And then you can go into the second floor there at the Boise Town Square Mall and get the stuff in person. By the way, Pro Image next door has a ton of Chiefs stuff, Eagles stuff. If you want some Super Bowl gear for the game tomorrow, theblueandorangestore.com. Check them out, theblueandorangestore.com. And you can get, like I said, the NFL and pro teams jerseys at Pro Image, and walk next door to the Blue and Orange Store and get all your Boise State gear. Hey, Matt Bauscher, number 1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley. We'll go ahead and give Najee Smith 18 points, 10 rebounds, our player of the game tonight. He had some impressive dunks. The Matt Bauscher Real Estate Player of the Game. Congratulations to Najee Smith. The number 1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley is Matt Bauscher. No home is too big or too small for his team. BauscherRealEstate.com. Let him help you out. Hey, don't forget, save the date, June 2nd. June 2nd is the Timberstone Golf Course second annual Bronco Nation News Golf Tournament presented by RowPaint.com and Idaho Central Credit Union. We would love to have you out there and bring a foursome, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Drinks, food, great time on the course, and we're helping a good cause. A portion of the proceeds will go to the Idaho Youth Sports Commission as well. So we'll have information in the next couple of weeks about how to sign up. But for now, save the date, June 2nd. It's a Friday after Memorial Day for the Bronco Nation News Golf Tournament. Let's hear from the head coach, Leon Rice, after the win.
But, I mean, the last 2 minutes didn't go as you planned or wanted it to, but I was proud of our guys to, the way, we got up 23, I think, is something like that, largest lead. And, that team was competing. You got to hats off to Wyoming. They're competing for every, they're competing every second. We shot the ball pretty good tonight. We're 61% in the second half, and 41 for the game from 3 and 53 for the game. That's good numbers and efficient offense. And I thought our defense was good and really good in stretches. And like I said, at the end, all that nonsense at the end just clouded. You don't want to let that cloud a good victory. I mean, Mountain West victory at any time right now is terrific, and we've only got 6 more games left, and that was an important one tonight.
To be able to have the bye week and get everyone rested, it seemed like they came out energized.
Yeah,
I thought pretty pleased with that.
I mean, it looked like guys got their legs back, and we were bouncing around pretty good. I mean, Naj finishing dunks like that. And, Tyson was moving better, and Shave looked, I was really pleased with how he looked tonight. A little rusty and played for a while. It seemed like an infinity since we haven't played, but, because he played Air Force, and then that's been about 2 weeks, it seems like. So for him to come back and play like he did, that's impressive.
Was there any type of minutes count? Pitch
No.
I mean, is that kind of your philosophy, Leon? If you can go, you're going to go, and we expect you just to do what you normally do?
But I communicate with him, how you feeling, and Jay will give me some, I need one, and, probably conditioning is a big factor, because game conditioning is game conditioning, and it can go quickly. And so it's about getting to a second win, and he did that pretty quickly, and then he was smooth. I thought he had big buckets. We had timely buckets that, curtailed some of their runs, and because they, like I said, there's no quitting that Wyoming team. They're fighting, and they've got their guys, and they're playing hard, and there were some impressive things that they did.
You can hear the rest of the Leon Rice interview on our YouTube channel. Again, we'll get the highlights up. We'll get all the interviews. Jeff Linder, the Wyoming coach, if you came in late, had some really nice things to say about Boise State. We'll get that up on the YouTube channel, the players as well, and Coach Rice. We'll take a final look at the stats here. Boise State shoots 53% from the field, 27 of 51. They go 7 of 17 from downtown. Wyoming shoots 46% from the field, 23 of 50, and they were 50%, 8 of 16 from downtown. Wyoming makes 9 of 13 free throws for 69%, and Boise State 14 of 18 for 78%. Boise State did have 17 turnovers that led to 15 points for Wyoming. Boise State had 22 defensive rebounds and 12 offensive rebounds. And how about this stat? Boise State had 12 offensive rebounds. Wyoming only had 13 defensive rebounds. So literally when Boise State would take a shot, they got the rebound about as much as Wyoming did, which is not what's supposed to happen. Another glaring stat, Boise State did get 0 bench points. So you had 20 points from 20 points from Degenhart, 17 from Shaver, 10 from Abbo, 10 from Rice, and 18 for Najee Smith. So you had 3 starters with at least 17. That's pretty good. But once again, 0 bench points from the bench. So they did get 34 points in the paint. And Boise State had 9 assists as well. So the game was tied for 53 seconds. Wyoming never led. Boise State had the lead for 39 minutes and 7 seconds. The biggest lead was 24 for Boise State with 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go. But if you bet on Boise State, you lost because Wyoming had an 11-0 run in the last 157, and they score a bucket with about 10 seconds left to only lose that game by 12 points. Final score 75-63. So Boise State, again, does get the win by 12. They stay number 29 in KenPom. We'll see what the net rankings look like on Sunday. You had South Dakota State win as well. That was a big one that Boise State needed. I didn't see if Charlotte won or not. I don't. Let's see if we can see that real quick. I don't think they did. Now, they lost to North Texas by 24. That's not a good result there for the computer rankings. So we'll get all the YouTube stuff up. We'll get a story up, a lot of coverage. So later tonight or early tomorrow morning, check BroncoNationNews.com, and we will make sure we get that up there. So thanks to Cutwater Cocktails, our studio sponsor. Thanks to RowPaint.com, Lithia, Florida, Boise, ICCU, all of our great sponsors. Thanks to Jaden Finch, Carson Stawning, helping us out here tonight with the graphics and some photos. And Jaden did a great job with the highlights. So appreciate all of you guys for checking us out. A little bit shorter show tonight. Still went 26 minutes, but going to get the YouTube videos posted and get a story written and things like that. And I know a lot of you will be watching this on Sunday, so enjoy the Super Bowl. Have some good food, hopefully, and hopefully your team wins. I'll be pulling for Kansas City, so hopefully the Chiefs can get it done. So Boise State now 19-6 overall, 9-3 in the Mountain West. They hit the road. They will play at Colorado State on Wednesday, and Bronco Nation News will be there, of course. We'll be courtside with the pregame show about 6 o'clock. I think it's a 7 o'clock tip on for that game. So, no, it's 8 o'clock, and it's on Fox Sports 1. So 8 o'clock game from Colorado State on Wednesday. So about 7 o'clock, we'll be live with the Lithia Florida Boise pregame show from Fort Collins, Colorado. So hope you'll consider subscribing. $6.99 a month, $70 for the whole year if you like what you see. Exclusive content, recruiting coverage, all kinds of things. So go subscribe. And speaking of subscribe to that YouTube channel. It's right at the bottom of your screen here. We'd love to have you on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, please switch over to YouTube from now on. YouTube.com/Bronco Nation News. If you're already on YouTube, just hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. Go download our app as well. It's free and it's in the App Store, Google Play, the free Bronco Nation News app. Go download that. You can watch all the shows and videos and things right there from the app. So hopefully you will do that as well. That'll wrap it up for tonight's show. Boise State gets the win, a pretty nice win. Got back in the win column. Thought there were some encouraging signs after the loss to San Diego State. So another tough game. It'll be quad two game for Colorado State. Nice opportunity for Boise State to get a quad 2 game on Wednesday, and they'll be back on Sunday at home for UNLV, a rare Sunday night game at 7 o'clock. So go check out BroncoNationNews.com. We'll have full coverage up there later tonight in the morning. You can watch all the YouTube videos as well on our YouTube channel, and those are also available on the videos tab of BroncoNationNews.com as well. So have a great rest of your Saturday night. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday. We'll talk to you later. Again, final score 75-63. Boise State takes down Wyoming. Broncos 19-6 overall, 9-3, and in third place in the Mountain West standings. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll talk to you later. Bronco Nation News, BroncoNationNews.com.